What's going on, survivors? Now I want you to know that you will not be seeing these type of videos for a little bit because I'm going back into developing the game. Now why you were seeing so many of these videos? Because I wanted to break down and introduce people that might not be too fine with crypto into this space. I'm basically trying to introduce gamers into the space, Web3 space, and I'm also trying to introduce people that are not too fine with crypto into this space as well. So I'm basically just showing you guys how this project is trying to move the space forward. Web3 is maturing, and I wanted to show you how we're actually being a part of that maturing phase inside of Web3. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Yeah. Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back, but it's wrinkle.
All right, so before we get in the computer, I just want to make sure we make this really clear. When it comes to this project is about safety and safety only. In this space, it's been a lot of scams going on in this space, and to the point where people just don't want nothing to do with it. I understand that. Our goal is to show people that this technology is the future and it actually can be done well. Not the problem with people having that the technology sucks or it doesn't work or anything like that. It's just the people that's using the technology, and also the people that are using technology and not actually putting any effort in. So the reason why our project is the way it is because we're putting our full on effort into actually introducing the masses of people to cryptocurrency, blockchain, and to Web3. This is our goal, and this is what we're doing. So, there's no creativity going on inside of the space. This just people just aren't really trying to bring something new to the table moving forward with the future of it. And it's just a bunch of greed that's happening here. We chose to do something completely different here. And what I'm about to show you guys when it comes to the community side, where we just want to, on the decentralized side, want to give you basically a majority of the control, but we want to make sure that we stick to our guns and just leaving the protection of the people there. Where people in our community, our number one rule is to keep everyone safe. So let's get into the computer. All right, so we are here. Let's go to here, and we got this already saved. So let's go into the computer. You want to go here. I changed it up for you guys. It looks much more neater. Right here, Athena will be getting a facelift. She doesn't look like this. This is what she used to look like when we was doing the card game. This is what she looked like. So we'll do a chibi version of her. Okay, so become a partner of us, build a community, build a power community. Same thing, we talked about it before. We are here to aid the Web3 space in maturing towards a better future for better online social communities. We want to give you a space where you can feel safe with your creation. Think about the system as building cities within the hidden world of hidden. So basically what we're saying right here is basically we're here to protect you guys and your creations, everything decentralized, give you full ownership. Not full ownership, this is on our platform, so we just have to make sure that you guys aren't doing dirty stuff on our platform. We just don't want y'all to be doing any type of crazy thing. So just hear me out and you'll understand how this benefits you guys to the max, and just benefits any person that actually are here to actually, build something for themselves, as in playing a video game and just being a part of the community. You can actually earn an income, but we will do it with righteousness, all right, in the right way. We've read this already about just leaving the space, big corporations. Our goal is to give the greed that the corporations have back to the people, right? This is the whole community about, this whole project is about. All right, so right here we have our own system, and it's called the hidden community credits. So our community system is good for those who have a good community or are good at building communities. For example, streamers and YouTubers. It could be anybody, but we just put that here as an example. They can use hidden community credits as a source of income as an incentive for their community to help them build the community. Community leaders would be able to do their own personal token drops that allow them to do these type of things. What this is saying right here basically is that we're allowing you guys to have your own token. So do we have a token? No, we have a premium currency that can actually purchase for you able to get this perk right here. We have a premium currency. So what we've done is we have taken the token game and just giving it to the community leaders of communities, where everybody in that community and our community can eat with each other by just doing what they do now. So as we in Telegram discords and stuff like that, you can still be in those groups, you can still benefit. right? We just wanted to make sure that you guys understand that part. So here's what you guys get. So when a leader starts a community, I'll explain how you get it and stuff like that in a second. So release your own your new cryptocurrency set at a set price, such as 1 Matic per token, right? So you can basically do pre-seed sales, put your own stuff. Allow a specific set of a community members to claim your token before releasing them to the public. So if you want to basically do some investors that just want to you or your friends that you want to get your token first before anybody else do, and they basically want to back the project or whatever the case may be, you are able to do that. Allow users to claim your token up to a specific date. So this is basically allow people to get it and then, you know, do your thing. Gain access to a community director that will work with you in your every need. So this is basically like having a YouTube manager. So whenever you have any needs, you and your moderators disagree with each other, or whatever the case may be, the community director will come in and basically help you fix the problem. The community director also will help your community make sure that you as a community leader aren't doing any foolishness where you're just trying to get rich quick by doing something harmful to them. All right. So pay your mods with your community credits. Also, the community director makes sure that these guys get paid. So none of the bickering will happen and stuff like that. Community members can accept your token as a payment for services. So for example, in your community, let's just say that someone does websites, someone does credit repair, whatever the case may be. Even though this is about the game here, but we can't stop y'all from talking about whatever you want to talk about, doing whatever y'all want to do in these communities. So what you can do is people in your community can accept your token. You can have that in your rules in your community where if people accept exchanging of currency, it has to be your token. So people can do whatever, credit repair, I don't know, artwork, whatever the case may be, but they have to accept your token. So that'd be a good thing. So you'll be able to, you know, tip people, purchase things like merchandise and stuff like that, whatever the community set up. So basically you guys get full control of the community. Whatever the community you want to do, you can actually have developers actually come build upon the community as well, as we talk about it right here. But let me get into this. How do you get a community? It's completely free. You start a community by just creating a group inside of Hidden Verse. You create a group completely for free. If you own a key, you get a community voucher. If you own multiple keys, you can actually sell the community voucher to someone. So they don't have to pay $350 or $1,200, $12,000, pardon me. Now, if you don't want to pay anything at all for the community key, all you gotta do is just interact with communities just on the platform of Hidden Verse and save up your hidden credits. Use the hidden credits to actually then purchase a community voucher. Then create your own group, or if you already have your own group, you are ahead of the curve, right? You just didn't have the money for it at the time. And then you just use the community, you redeem it, the community voucher, we create your token for you, get you set up, get you all going. All right, so I'll get into that a little more, how much everything goes and how this benefit everybody. Okay, so this story of Abraxas is an ecosystem, and we want our community members to feel as if they are a part of building the centralized side of our platform. Players will be able to customize the community for what they made the community based on. You can hire developers to build based on top of the community. So whatever you want the community to do, you can actually hire developers, pay them inside of your token, to actually do what you want, whatever you want the token and the community to do. So we also to give you guys the community the chance to actually create utility within inside of the token. Also, if the token actually become, you know, up to $1 or more, we'll actually put that inside of our project where you can actually buy things inside of the game with the token. We also try to set up things with your partnerships with the token and our partnerships, so you can purchase their stuff with their stuff to, you know, just bring more utility to the stuff. But it's up to you guys when it comes to being a creator of the community to create the use cases for your token other than what we already offer. So what we offer on top of what you're gonna bring to the table. We'll get into that in a second too. So you guys gonna love this. So earn to own. So hidden community credits vouchers allow the community to create a token. The leader of the community create a token of their own to help build their community. With the token, community leaders can build funding for their future projects on the platform. We'll get into that in a second. Where the community is safe, the hidden community credits are created on the Hidden Studios platform, which is us, obviously. This means communities do not have to worry about a token being pumped and dumped. That's the number one thing. Reason why we're doing the system the way we're doing it. All right, so you guys don't have to worry about pump and dumps. We do not we do not leave the supply control to the community leader. This gives trust to the community leader Owning your own token gives community leaders an incentive to build a great community. With an upfront payment, they will make the leader happy. That will make the leader happy, but couldn't affect the community price if the leader chose to sell everything. Do not worry, we will have criteria for the leaders to meet before they can reach the full payout of everything that I'm going to show you in a second. So right here is basically saying that the community leader will be paid out to basically build the community, right? And then, you know, we'll make sure that that person don't just get a key, build a community, say, hey, only for $300 I can build a community and just dump on everybody and just get millions. I'll just pay, you know, pay $300 and make millions. No, we're not going to do that here. We're actually going to show you guys how you guys can make millions. It's not all about the money, but how you actually can make millions by building your community. But we're going to make sure you do it the right, correct way where people aren't holding the bag and just losing. All right? Because some asshole just came and just said, hey, this is easy money. You're not going to be on my platform, I'll tell you that. So split ad revenue with us for doing some work. You know, as you can see, you know, when the community gets big enough, ad revenue stuff, when people want to come put ads on our platform, we will split 50% shares with anybody that has a Abraxas key. For example, Coca-Cola, you know, Fortnite, whatever the case may be, when they want to work with us, they work with you. This is actually supposed to be here. This is supposed to be different. I was actually supposed to say I changed that. We are working hard to make sure that, you know, to protect the project and all stuff like that. So that's basically about the keys. And then here about how you can turn hidden credits, you know, thing that you can actually buy the community piece with the voucher, the community voucher with hidden credits, do stuff like that. So you can just turn the Matic, the hidden credits can turn the Matic and stuff like that. That's basically just going to read it yourself. All right, so I don't want this video to be too long because I want to show you the cool stuff. All right, so let's go all the way here. Go here and read the stuff. All this stuff right here is documentation. Show you everything works. So custom community credits. When using your community credit voucher, you will first need to make a hidden group. You know, if you don't have it already. Next, you will need to then use the voucher and create a token of your own with one of our community managers, directors. Due to time, this will be sped up where you can just do it on your own, and you don't have to have a manager help you with this, right? When we have more of a security system where the community is protected, so we make sure that that's basically what we're working on, getting protected, protection, right? Having your own community credits is a huge responsibility, and being a leader of the community, you would want to make sure your community is safe. Partnering with us will make sure that this is possible. When your tokens is credited, we will create, this is actually supposed to be 1 billion, pardon me, this is actually supposed to be 1 billion of your community credits, and we'll distribute them in the correct way where the community is safe, but you are benefiting from the work. So we are benefiting from your work. So let's go into the distribution process. All right, so it'll be 1 billion tokens created for each group, and each group that basically creates a token. What happens is we split up 500 million, pardon me, will go to the exchange, and 500 million will go into this right here. So community leaders. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, so community leaders receive 25% of the community credits. Hiddenverse, which is the basic platform, will receive 25% of the human credits. The hidden credits. This right here is to make sure, just in case we have an asshole that dumps on everybody, we'll basically be cool with you guys. You can make sure that we'll fund everything, so you guys won't have to worry about that, right? Moderators, admins receive 10% of the hidden credits. Key holders, so that's if you just have a key and you're just sitting inside of a group, so all you got to do is just have a key and be in a group and you just get paid. Key holders will receive 5% of a community credits. Members who entered the group early will receive 5% of community credits. The remaining 30% of the community credits is set aside in the community's Fargo Bank, which is part of our lore, basically, which supports the community in other ways. So for example, if the community wants to start a project, so let's use an example. Let's just say that 500 million credits, 125 million credits goes to community leader. The token goes to $10, not $10, 10 cents. That's 12.5 million that the community leader has made, right? So this is why we have to make sure that, you know, pump and dumps. I'm tired of that stuff happening to people. I'm tired of people losing their money off of these coins and stuff like that. This just makes no sense. So this also with this whole system right here, poop coins won't be made, stuff like that, unless the people just don't do anything with their token. So that means the community is dead by just arrival anyway, right? So no such thing as a poop coin here. Right here, you don't have to worry about us dumping on you guys. Trust me, we won't be running out of money, so you don't have to worry about that. The administrators, it's actually a way where it's an escrow account where the tokens will be distributed to these guys, where you don't have to worry about these guys dumping on you either. The key holders, again, 5% credits will go to them. They'll be dispersed to them every 4 weeks, I think. It gets sent out to them where they get paid. Right here, and then at the beginning, 5% will go out to everybody that's inside of the community. Going into this thing, so to say that somebody in a project wants to do something inside of the project, or you can actually use the 30%, but you have to go through it and make sure everything, you ain't just trying to dump the token. Check out and see if everything checks out. Everything checks out, you can actually use the 30% to actually lend out to your community, help people build stuff inside of the community, on the outside, whatever the case may be. Or if you want to build a part of the project inside of your community to make your community better, you have 30% of tokens that you can use. So again, if it goes to 10 cents, you had 12, you'll be at 13 million. You have 13 million to use, so you don't have to go out there and get VCs. You don't have to do none of that type of stuff like that. You actually have that sitting away for you while you build your community. So we make sure that this supply isn't in the hands of the community leader, because we don't want anybody dumping on anybody. Okay, so this will give leaders of groups the ability to build communities to make their community more than just a hangout spot or a place where people just share opinions and interests. Now everyone can benefit from the time that they put into a community and its growth. There are many ways you can build your community credits. For example, building a large massive group in Hiddenverse, or making a clause where people must hold a token to enter the group. The sky's the limit with this type of thing, so it's pretty cool that you could just do so many different ways you can get people to be a part of the community. Hidden Studios' biggest mission is to protect our community members, so we will never allow any user more than 25% of the supply of the credits, so which they don't get 25% of the credits, they get 25% of the credits that's given dispersed out. So you never have to worry about that. To make sure they don't pump and dump, we will make sure that the supply of tokens is dumped. We will make sure that if the supply of the tokens that the leader gets is dumped to harm the community, we find that out, then we will remove that community leader and make the community public, right? And then we will make sure that we would use our funds to basically clean up the mess that guy has did, right? So that's a good thing. So you guys are, for the people that's part of these communities, you guys don't have to worry about. You guys have insurance. We will be the insurance company for you guys. So mods and admins payouts. Moderators and admins will receive their portions of community credits in an escrow wallet, where credits will be dispersed through the moderator team. We will make sure that every community is appointed a community director to protect people from not being paid, disagreements, etc. Moderators receive their community credits at the beginning of the following distribution cycle. The actual amount of points that will receive, the credits, that will receive the points depends on the amount, the agreement, the amount of the agreement, that you clean this up, that was set with the community leader. Please make sure that you connect with your community director to set up the agreements and how the credits will be sent out, and the numbers of credits that are in the moderator's escrow. So right here is basically doing business. So basically all the stuff right here is basically you owning the business. Once you start a group inside of Hiddenverse, you actually own the business. When you pay for a key, or use the hidden credits to pay for the voucher, because any of the keys from Tyro to Abraxas comes with vouchers, or you can buy for a voucher from one of the community, somebody that's in the community. It actually unlocks this side of it, so then you're able to just build, and then you get to point there. All right, so hidden credits in community, we want to make everything that this project has to offer easy to access, no matter where you are in life. We want to also be the answer to people's problems if they are looking to make an income or feel like they are too late for the big Web 2 era of things. So community members of Myth's Story of Abraxas can purchase a community credit voucher with hidden credits and use that voucher to start their career as a community leader. So you can start with no money just by interacting. So all you got to do to earn hidden credits, so this is basically about financing. You can do financing, you can finance your products here as well. This is basically about escrow wallets and protection. So let me go back here. So what this is basically saying here is for you guys to just build your community. You can get some groups so you guys can come together and build the community together. If you know some people with large followings or people that's tired of you know, censorship and all that type of stuff like that, we won't be looking at that type of stuff like that unless people are like really coming to us complaining. Well, they'll come to your community director and complain about what's being posted in there. If it's like really offensive, like I'm talking like crazy stuff, we won't care about what you guys are saying as long as you guys ain't being racist in there. We wouldn't care. But you know, like I'm like we want you guys to be able to feel like this is your thing. Stuff can't be taken from you. Again, like I said, if we find out that someone dumps the token to be harmful to the community, they will be removed from the community. But again, they still got the tokens that they got and stuff like that. They be removed from the community, no longer be the leader of the community, but they can actually enter again because it's a public group, so they won't be removed like from anything, but they would be removed from being a leader of the community, stuff like that. So this right here is for you guys. Everybody can build upon this platform right here. The content, the stuff that you guys post, you guys will own that content. You guys don't have to worry about none of these things. The community can come together and build whatever type of community they want to build. If you want your community to sell stuff and accept your token only, then you can do that. If you want to sell things in your community and accept your token only, you can do that. If you want to make memberships and accept your token only, you can do that. You can also accept your token on websites that you create outside of our platform. You can do that as well. Again, we will be partnering up even more with people that get their tokens up to $1 or more. Then we'll be setting up partnerships with other companies and stuff like that where their token is able to be used in these things, bringing the metaverse thing to a mature state. Again, you know, community leaders, you guys will be paid. You know, again, you have access to pre-seed sales that you guys be able to control, get set the price wherever you want to sell it for. So you have access to money up front, but we want to make sure that you guys are protected. Again, this is to bring this space where it's safer, where people that comes to the space knows that they're protected. So all this stuff that they heard about cryptocurrency, we're here to remove that. But for you guys that have communities, this is a good space for you guys to be into. Also, this is about the game here too. So again, like I said, we can't stop you guys from what you guys joining for. But if it's for the game, it's going to be great. You guys, there's a lot of benefits to join for the game. But when it comes to community, this is going to be one of the best places to build your community at. We want to have a lot more stuff here. It's just the beginning of it. But yeah, this is as an incentive for anybody that has a key. So if you have a key, you know, also again, as I said in the community on our Telegram, having the key stacks. So if you have multiple keys and you actually get paid out every 4th week, I think, yeah, every 4th week, you get paid out every 4th week for every key you got. So if you got Abraxas keys, you got paid $5, you get paid $5 in the token. So you have multiple groups and you have an Abraxas key, a Tyro key, you get paid $5 of that token from different groups. So that's pretty cool, right? If it's a dead group, then you won't get anything, right? But if it's a group that actually has value in their tokens, then you will get paid $5 in that token for you. And if you have multiple keys, you get that stacks, right? Then you have just stacks. So you have the Tyro key, Supreme key, which Supreme is $10, and this stuff stacks. So what I wanted to do was give the membership NFTs that we have, right? The digital collectibles, that's part of the game, but these are NFTs, these are memberships. We wanted to give as much utility to the NFTs as possible, where you guys are always benefiting from it. And this is one of the biggest ways to benefit from it. One, you get to create your own token. and build your own community with like you own the rights of damn near everything in it. And you know, we will help you build upon that system and stuff like that. 2, if you have the keys, you literally just benefit for just having one. So if you're in multiple groups and stuff like that, you just benefit. And that's about it. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about, that these keys do stack. So people wanted to know that. Yes, the answer is yes, key stack. And if you have any more questions, not any more questions, I don't remember myself, but if you have any questions, I'm trying to think. And plus I'm super drained, I need to get some rest. I'm trying to go lay down. If you have any questions, just contact me through Telegram, Discord, or Hiddenverse. Make sure you make a Hiddenverse account. Make sure you like, subscribe this video, this channel, and just make sure that the word get out about this, because now I believe personally that building a brand and IP, which I don't believe, I know that for a fact, but I believe that building a community is going to be very, 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 very lucrative in the future. And that actually, I think that actually might end up being a career for people. And you guys, we want to make sure that we be one of the forefront that's doing that, right? Like with the other companies that's doing it as well, but we want to make sure that we do it to the point where we're not greedy. Again, that's our whole point, and the whole point of this whole platform is to give the corporation greed to the people. The corporation greed, that the greedy people of the corporations just take all the money from the people. We want to make sure that we share that with you guys. We already know how much money we're going to make. We already know where it's going to be, to the point where we never run out of money. At that point, if we're never run out of money, it's okay to actually give it back to you guys. And one last thing before I go, I do not want to become a big studio. I was thinking about this. I don't want to become a big studio because I want to focus on like just releasing good things, good products, good stuff where you guys would be proud of. You guys would be excited and happy to say, I'm a part of this community. I backed him. I support him. I am friends with him, because if you know, I'm friends with my community members. I talk to all of you guys. I don't care who you are. You guys would, you know, just be able to be proud to say that these things about me, these things about the platform, these things about my studio. I want to be able to have that relationship with you guys, where you guys know that you can trust us. When you see hidden studios behind something, that you know that that's going to be good, they're going to take care of that, they're going to care for it, they're going to put their thought into it and stuff like that. So I don't want to be a big studio, because when you become a big studio, you open the doors for a lot of greed to come in, and I'm completely against greed. I'm fighting against greed right now. That's basically what it's about. Not me fighting to be from greed myself. I'm talking about fighting against corporation greed. I'm fighting against that. That's literally my whole point of actually even jumping into this field. It's just greed. You know, it's fighting against that stuff. Just treat people right. You know what I'm saying? Just show people that there are people out here who actually care about you. So I just want you guys to know that my goal is not to become a big studio, and I believe if the community backs me and be behind me, I will never have to become a big studio. I will never take any deal where I sacrifice you guys or my integrity as a man, or my word, because I'm a man on word. Anybody knows who me? No, if you know me, you know I'm a man on word. So I don't want to do that. I'm not selling my soul for any amount of money. So if I know I got the community to back me, not talking about just financially, I'm just talking about period, like, you know, just support and stuff like that. If I know I got the community to back me and stuff like that, I know for a fact I don't have to become a big studio. So I would like to stay at indie studio forever, because I know I can keep my integrity with that, and I know that you guys can be safer by being an indie studio where we don't have to I'm sorry about that for you guys. Like I said, I'm tired. Where you guys don't have to take a fall for me to make money, and me to make other people who have nothing or don't know anything about the space or know the struggle of you guys to make money. I don't want to do that, you know. I thank you guys for your patience for us to get to this point. Again, even with the system right here, I wanted to make it where if I make any money, you guys make money too. That's why I put it this way here. Again, if you have any questions, you know what to do. I'm out of here. I gotta go sleep, y'all.
The name is... Hey!